search is being conducted and we need to take some documents back to the offices, those documents we will take back because that is why we were there. Now, in taking back things to the office, things have to be disconnected. So if you see wiring and all that, it means that those things were disconnected. Now, when we do a search and we are doing these things, there's something we call seizure notices, where SML signed on everything that we took from their premises. In fact, SML IT staff were the ones who disconnected these things. Because why we are there is to be able to take particular things that we are investigating. So that is what we did. It does not mean that when you see wiring lying around, of course, the wirings were connected to certain things. And because we have taken those things away, you will not see those things there. It does not mean that we have destroyed things there. Also, there have been news of some directors pick up and all that. Some of these directors that were picked up are not even people we are investigating. Some of them were picked up purely for what we call obstruction of justice. So when the law enforcement comes to your premises with a warrant from a court and you try not to allow them to do their work, you'll be causing an offense called obstruction of justice. So some of them were picked up purely for obstruction of justice. There is no metering system that we even disconnected. So SML makes some accusations which doesn't even sit well. First of all, I heard them say that we should have given them notice before coming there. And I was asking myself, when police is coming to, say, look for an armed robber, will he give the person a notice?
Yeah.
It's not done. That's why we call it searches. That's why for such searches, warrant is obtained ex parte, because you are not supposed to know that we are coming to your facility. It's based on intelligence. That's why we come to your facility. Secondly, if SML says they've been very cooperative, that is also inaccurate. Because if they've been very cooperative, then the law enforcement will not need to come physically to your offices to get exactly the documentation that they need. So if you see a law enforcement agency go to your premises, it means that there are things there that they don't have access to, that they need access to. That may be why a law enforcement agency goes to such a premise. So this whole argument that we should have given them prior notice before we come and do our search is neither here nor there, because it doesn't even happen in theory, let alone in practice.